I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
Oh, hello and good morning. I gotta say, my voice today, it's probably gonna be a bit heavier than usual. I do have to say, everybody is getting back into the LAN, the CivLAN 2024 from Paris. And yeah, well, I guess we're gonna need to wait a little bit more for the players to fully wake up. But we do have the game started up pretty soon. I was taking a look over here in the lobby, and as you can see, we do have all of the players in the game finally. I'm sorry for, I should say, the little delay. It should have started like half an hour ago, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Also on the screen, I do want to point out we do have. Give me a second, so I can actually put it up on the screen here. I think I need to click this button. There we go. So we can actually have the draft in our faces. This is the CivGG draft that will be used for deciding the civilizations of the game and of course the bans of the game. We're still waiting for everything to catch up, and I think there we go. I need to zoom out a little bit. Bună dimineața, Star Frankie, bine ai venit. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Frankie Four Fingers, good evening, good day, sir, and welcome. Bonjour, Monsieur Rafifi, welcome, sir. Colorado also, good day, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for writing first in the channel. And well, we do have. Slowly but surely the players are choosing their civilizations here, and we can talk a little bit about what's going on with Australia. It looks, first of all, the map will be 7 seas. You can see it over here on the left side of the screen, and then we do have Australia being banned, Spain being banned, looks like Norway and Coupe will be banned. We do have one last ban pretty soon to be had. No, actually they didn't ban it. We might see it in the chat here, and the Killat is already asking what is going on. On the right side we do have Sumeria with Japan, with India, Byzantium, Theodora and Cleopatra Ptolemaic being taken out from the draft, while the players are gonna need to start choosing their civilizations. We do have, so first of all, we got a combination of Last Day Company players on the right side, and then on the left side over here, we're gonna see Bon Chance La Chance, Xifi with Omega, and the boys over here going against each other. 5 Nial, hello there, sir, and welcome. Good morning. Also, Rafifi saying, poor John, he lost yesterday, now he's banned. Yeah, I mean, John Curtin, it is what it is, man. Yeah, it is what it is. But I gotta say, it was an incredible game. I couldn't stay a little bit longer to actually get some post-game chat going. I have to say sorry about that. I really needed to close the computer and get back out there. I already like overstayed a little bit my welcome here because of the things. Most like all of the players were already outside. But anyway, they were kind enough to actually let me stream from here. The event that is on 3PL is not dedicated for the CivLAN, so you can imagine it was a little bit out of the box for them also. I can only say I'm thankful that I could do it. We do have Bon Chance La Chance going for Chimeras, the first civilization. This is going to be on the 7th sea, so we do need to see if that faith generation is actually going to give him what he needs over here, and we might actually see him needing to get quite a few coastals. So yeah, we gotta wait to see the land. On the right side, we do have Portugal and Scythia being picked up by LDKC. This is definitely going to be a much more aggressive draft with Scythia being chosen, and we do need to see if there will be any kind of naval warfare between them, because of course Scythia can actually shine on the navy as well as the land. Doesn't benefit from Saka horse such, but it still benefits from that extra +5 from against wounded units, and second of all the heal popping back on him when he's gonna get goal one yesterday. Exciting. Can you imagine 1% chance? The chat gave 1% chance for goal to win, and he won it. Unbelievable. Good morning, sir. As usual, any kind of feedback about yeah, the audio or anything that is going on here, it's more than welcome. I do not have the ability to actually hear at the same time what is going on, or even separate, unfortunately, the tracks. So yeah, let me actually turn myself up a little bit. I think this is a little bit better, right? You guys told me yesterday that I should turn a little bit higher. Okay, well, chat is always right, you know how it is. Dido has been picked up by Bon Chance La Chance, and that will be their naval power. It can definitely trade punches with Portugal quite easily, and we're going to need to see what the other four bands will be with Mongolia. Genghis Khan being taken out by LDKC. I was actually talking yesterday with Pompili there, and I understand he had to go against somebody with Genghis Khan, and he discovered the great power of Mongolia on the seas when he didn't have so much diplomatic visibility over his opponent that he easily stomped him. I was excited saying I was split between voting for goal and America. America had a far better start, so I lost my points on him. Oh, he did have a good start. Yes, he did. America should have pushed France. Yeah, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like the players that did especially from the beginning of the game, were that further in the game. Like Gran Colombia, for example, was he got lucky because he could manage to actually get back after he did manage to push Japan, and yes, he did manage to get his second, third over there in the game, which was awesome. That was a great comeback from him, especially after that early Irer war. Most of everything else, though, it does whenever you're gonna war in an FFA, it is gonna be very tricky and hard to come back after that, since most of everybody else is putting their production and food into developing their empires. We do have Cleopatra, Egyptian, being banned over here on the left side. Bon Chance La Chance is going to take it hard out, and Hungary is going to be banned by LDKC. In the lobby over here, I'm not sure if the players actually set their names properly, because yeah, they didn't set their names properly. 1 to 1 to, okay, this is one. And I do need to switch with something. Oh, there we go, with Omega. There we go, we got this going. Okay, so let me take a quick peek back. There we go. This is the screen that we should be watching. With one more band and a few more seconds remaining, we're gonna get to see who is gonna get down. America was doomed the moment he tried to win, but the true question is why Gold didn't try to win in Scientific. He could have won like that. That's a very good question. If he could would have won or not. As you've seen, he was quite behind when it came down to the technologies, even though he did have a lot of science later on in the game. He had major problems actually getting the same total science numbers and technologies that his opponents had. It took him quite a bit of time to actually get back on track and discover those technologies, especially for GDRs. And as you've seen, actually that and slowed down his attack as well, because he just didn't have the units at the proper moment in time. Australia definitely had those GDRs a lot earlier, but he did also run out of uranium, which it is what it is. On the right side, it looks like Montezuma is going to be picked up by LDKC, while we do have the last band chosen as Maya. Interesting choices on the 7 Seas. Usually on this map, you do see quite a few coastal civilizations being taken out, and a much more bigger priority when it comes to picking those naval civilizations. Now, we do have Mapuche being chosen by Bon Chance La Chance, and Mapuche, of course, we do know him that he puts the scare into people that are trying to go for a golden age. He does have an extra +5 going against those civilizations that are in a golden age or in a heroic age, and definitely that is scary. We do also have him with the Manon Raiders that do take out loyalty if they do manage to kill a unit around the cities of his opponents, and of course that is becoming quite a problem if way too many units die. Nader Shah is going to be picked up also by Bon Chance. Persia's leader with a lot of science is coming in, and we do have LDKC needing to pick the last choice here. And I do want to point out that Omega earlier in the chat did say that Rome is going to be banned over here by Bon Chance La Chance instead of that clock that you see, the red clock that you see in the bottom left. Now, we do need to see also the last pick here from LDKC. It's going to be chosen in just a few seconds, and we're getting there. Oh my god. One other mention, we did have quite a few announcements this morning, because, and of course the previous days, about this last day. There will be a limited time amount, because the players will need to get ready for the finals, whoever they are. They will need to get ready for the finals, which is going to be played in a different room. The one room that you heard all of the noises yesterday being shouted out, there was a League of Legends game that was being casted on in the other room, and we did have a lot of fans, a lot of supporters that came to watch that game. And well, it is what it is. We did have a little bit of background noise over there for for our own game. We do have also the last choice on the screen over here. It looks like it's going to be Age of Empire Victoria, and we can actually take a look at the lobby right here and see if the players are slowly choosing their civilizations first, and then of course we do need to see exactly who's gonna end up on which slot. I think we do also need to set up another spectator slot over here so I can balance out my votes in the Congress. I think I need to do this. There we go. I need to do this. Should I actually do this also? I think I need to do this also, right? Turn on the lights. That's also, I gotta say, that's also a bit weird, by the way, for me, because the camera is right next to the light, and whenever I try to watch the camera and so on and so forth, I have felt like the blitzes are coming into my eyes over here, and it is what it is. I'm not used to seeing that much light directly into my eyes. Anyway, looking at the lobby here, we do have T-Tube going for Nader Shah. Sambro is going to go for Jao the 3rd. We got LDK on Montezuma. Omega is going to be on Jaya Verman the 7th. Expli on random leader here. He's still going to need to pick up something. Hazak is going to be the one on Lotano. Xifi on Phoenicia. Daido and Kilayat on Age of Empire. This game, this is gonna be awesome. Anyway, let me actually set up my screens properly here on the left side so I can see both chats at the same time. And of course I do want to say hello YouTube, how is everybody doing? And of course Twitch, how is everybody doing on Twitch? Okay, just a second here. I do need to click on multiple buttons so I can pop out the windows for the chat, so I can actually put them side by side and also see the details and so on and so on. Let me take this and then this, and I should have the chat properly. Let's see. America was oh yeah, I did read that. Okay, so last civilization, it was actually going for Tomeris here, so we do have them all ready up and good to go. The countdown has started. One thing we are going to use BCY, that's the better city yields with capitals only and a balanced setting. We're going to need to see what the spawns will look like, and of course we're loading in. Loading pace, wait. Wow, this is taking a little bit of time. Oh, it's starting. It's starting, boys. From what I talked with the players yesterday, they did explain what did happen over there with, first of all, the drafts, and second of all, what is going on with the score. From what I understand, there are 3 teams that are 3-0 right now. Both that are right now are actually 3-0. That means they didn't have any losses till now. And we do need to see which one is going to win and which one will, of course, go back home. We do also have a team that is struggling to... Wow, what did happen here? It looks like they they put Pangea, not 7 Seas. Okay, that's why. One of the things, from what I understand, one of the teams that is a very good team, Distoria, with his teammates over there, unfortunately did get a loss in the first day, and they're finding it very, very hard to come back. Even if they're winning any game, they are right now waiting to see if they will win this one, first of all, that they can control, and second of all, if they can actually manage to actually not them, another team needs to win so they actually get in. This is I guess this is gonna be quite an interesting development over there to see what's going on. Okay, I just need to get the correct setting of the correct link. I think this should be it. Yeah, retrieving host information. There we go. We're just reloading really quickly so we can actually set the map. Like I said, yesterday there were quite a few things happening, and we did actually end up socializing a lot and having fun, sharing stories, seeing what's going on over here. But I'm pretty sure it was quite demanding when it came to, brain power. Players are still waking up, and we're going to need to see... if they can actually perform in the games. I gotta say, if they can perform in the games, I am expecting them to do so. Most of these players do have already reflex to do what they need to be doing in the game. I'm pretty sure they've played for so long that this is just a second nature for them to actually set the orders straight for their armies and get their sim going. Wow, I actually see 2 microseconds. Whoa, 31. What happened there? That is unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, the new lobby is up. We do have the players getting into their correct slots. It was also surprising to see Bispis, by the way. Bispis, the original creator of CWC, is here also with us. He wanted to have fun with his friends and also join a few lobbies, and definitely it was a welcome surprise. It was the first time that I actually got to meet Bispis in real life. Yeah, okay, so the players are getting together here. Let's see. Okay, picking their civilizations up. We're heading up, and we should be good to go. No, man, this is early. This is a very early stream from me. Very early stream. Now we should have today 2 games. This is going to be the 4v4 semifinals, and then later on we're going to have the finals. We do need to wait in between for the lunch, and second of all to get the players ready for the finals. Like I said, they will need to move in another room, and also all of the players that are participating at the land, they will have tribunes, basically, I don't know how to say, like a lot of chairs to watch the game live and watch the players and so on the stage, which is going to be awesome. I think this will be the first time that we actually get to see this thing happening for Civilization 6. We've seen before how we did have the players in different lineups and so on, in different streamed in different locations, but not in a proper esport location like this one. This is amazing that esport does have this kind of a room over here, especially made for this type of tournaments. We do have loading in, and like I understand, they will have remap tokens at 10:10, which was a bit of a question mark at the beginning of the tournament if they will be allowed to do remaps or not, mostly because of the time constraints that we have to get the games ready. On the 7 Seas map, usually the players players do tend to sim a little bit more than war, but as you've seen, the players actually in this particular land, they are quite aggressive. They do want to stomp their opponents and have some fun. Let's see if this is going to be the case today, and what kind of options they're going to have in this particular game, especially with the map being revealed to us right now. We can take a look at what's going on and how the players will have the options, what kind of options they will have to go against their opponents and smash them. Okay, so let's see. Portugal here, and top left part of the screen, we do have Sambro getting some bananas over there to work for him. We got some 3-1-1 T-tiles, and by the looks of it, we're also gonna see to the northeast and to the southwest quite a bit of territory for him to discover. He is gonna have Omega on the west side, so I would assume he's gonna try to stay away, not that close to his borders, but definitely he can come with at least one city towards the southwest. And Gortomo will have the option to go against Portugal on the land, which is going to be quite important. A little bit putting Portugal in a very weird position to defend and also do a navy, defend on land and also do a navy. We do need to see if there will be any kind of threat here on the coast. It doesn't look like there's going to be a threat on the coast, but we do have Mapuche on the west side, and Mapuche might, no, I don't think he's actually going to go the full 9 yards to actually get the city on the northeast to get some boats out, especially to go against Portugal here. Portugal also, because he doesn't have a neighbor that he could trade to, he might not be that effective during the game. Looking at also Khmer, we do have him with the river settler, 2-2 base underneath his settler. He also has a 3-1 sugar tile, and from what I do notice on the west side, he's going to have a pretty powerful setup over there with 2 banana tiles to work, and one of these horse tiles, actually 3 banana tiles to work, and one of these horse tiles. I'm also certain he's going to probably put a city over there on the oil tile, and he will put down one of his holy sites over here. I would assume the horse is probably going to be a prime position for that to happen, for that city to be put down. We also have him with a decent amount of fresh water. As you can see, the dark greenish tiles are the fresh water available for him. We're going to need to wait and see exactly how he's going to develop his cities. He also has LDK to the southwest, I just noticed, and LDK will have a second continent over here. Oh my god, they're so close to each other. They are so close to each other. Let me move forward on the right side because I'm going counterclockwise and I don't like it. Let's go clockwise. We got Persia here between the mountains with his own continent on the Colombian continent. He's gonna go and settle the T-tile, which was actually a question I asked yesterday, if it is still worth it to try to move on an amenity instead of just settling your city in place, especially with BCY turned on. Most of the time the players do find quite a few advantages and they do judge according to what kind of land they have at that particular moment. Well, Persia in this case, Nader Shah is going to have first of all the amenity, the T-tile, and then he settle a 3-1-1, which is going to be quite nice. He's also going to have access to 1-3s and the other 2-2s around him, and I do notice he's going to have some extra food from bananas and sugar tiles at the same time. We also see him benefiting from a decent amount of fresh water towards the southwest, the east side, northwest, no problem for him. While we do have him needing to actually figure out a target here, we can try to assume what's going on. To the west side, T-Tube is going to have Portugal to go against, and he's going to be probably the protector of the coast, while Portugal is going to have his own islands in the north. I'm pretty sure he's still going to want to settle a few cities here, and of course will need to defend his capital against any kind of immortals coming in from Persia. Let's see, Omega sending his opponents some love over there. Bad luck, have fun. It is what it is. Let's see, Krakatoa to the north. We got Phoenicia, Xifi settling off the coast on a 3-1 base. He does have his scout coming up in 1, and I do believe that's a honey tile. He settled on an amenity, and he's getting the extra food point over there to grow his city a little bit faster. Has other 3-1s, sheep tiles to the southwest to work, and from what I do notice, he's going to have a decently big coast to go for. Also a connection city later on in the game that he could settle to get all of his military against Portugal. They are definitely on different seas, but they can connect each other. This is going to be important. We do have also him getting his scout out and starting to explore the southeast while he's getting his warrior moving towards the northwest. Another settler is coming up in 7 turns from the city of Tyre. I do believe he's going to probably need one of these 1-3s to balance out the extra food he has, and of course work better production tiles that should shave off another turn from his settler. Now, looking at the southeast here, we do have Pokrovka. Expli is going to player today, and he is gonna be relatively close to Xifi here. This will create a problem. Pokrovka is quite an, or I should say, Cynthia is quite an aggressive Civ, and XP will probably want to use that aggression, use those extra bonuses to go against Phoenicia and try to stop him from getting that navy that we were talking about to go against Portugal. So we do need to see how things will evolve here, what kind of options Cynthia will have to get his armies towards his opponent. He does have another opponent. No, this is an ally, right? This is an ally. Victoria on the same seas as Dido. Baby, and there's only one continent here. No, two continents. 4 Age of Empire Victoria. We do have Kilayad with another continent to the north that he could settle definitely on that deer tile. We do have also a city state there that he probably won't manage to get. Has a few cities with fresh water to settle on the east side, and again a big island for him to go for. Not that big of a problem for a sailing nation like Age of Empire Victoria. He will definitely get shipbuilding at some point, and we do see that he doesn't actually have any threat on the land to go against him at the beginning of the game. We will come back to see how Kilayad is going to try to get everything going here. I do really like that he's going to have this campus, the +4 to the north, and from what I do see, he has also some pearl tiles in the seas here. Not bad, not bad. For those extra amenities. Pokrovka is starting off to build his ship tiles. He has a 311 fish to use, but he doesn't actually have the sailing boost. I would imagine he's not going to want to get sailing so he can improve the fish tile. Hello there, Ponuki. Good day, sir. Bonjour, bonjour. And we got the settler coming up in 3 turns from Pokrovka while he's benefiting from extra food from the bananas. Finally, he's upgrading some of his tiles to get the extra production going. I would have imagined he's actually going to want to improve his gypsum and that honey tile over here for the extra 2 amenities. And by the looks of it, XP does want to see what he has in the south. The visibility is limited at the beginning of the game because of how the fog of war works. And as you can see, slowly the players are getting a grasp of how the land looks like around them, how and what kind of bonuses they will have, where to settle, and how to expand. Now we do have, there we go, a settle over here, or I should say a kurgan over here being placed down to the south of Pokrovka for a 1333 base, or I should say yields. We do have him also with the horses a bit too far off to the southeast. He's gonna get his horses a little bit later. Actually, he has both horses in very far away positions in the third rings. This is not ideal at all. Definitely this is going to be taxing. We do need to take a look at Mapuche a little bit closer. We did have him with a lot of coffee tiles. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 coffee tiles in the same city for Mapuche. He is going to need to get his irrigation so he can improve those tiles for an extra production point if they're on flat land, so he can actually work them properly. And there's definitely going to be an advantage over here for Mapuche to benefit from from this much amount of extra culture. He has another city he could settle to the southeast to get more coffee. Look at this. How many coffee tiles does it? 2 4 6 8 10 11 coffee tiles. Oh my god, man. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. A stone tile settle will probably gonna be chosen here. I was thinking that he could definitely try to settle directly on the coffee tile. It's gonna be a 2-2-1 base. Wait a second, he has more culture from Gobustan also. What? I'm are they gonna keep this map or not? Because this Mapuche settle is broken, man. Like this, I don't have a word for it. This is broken. I have never seen this much amount of coffee near a nation before. With all these coffees, Mapuche will be really excited. Yes, he will. Jadu, hello there, sir, and welcome. Who's at the CivLAN? 2? What do you mean? We got a lot of people. We got like 120 players from all over France, and some of them also from outside France. Definitely French players that came from across Europe to play, to meet, and to have fun at this CivLAN. One of the big things over here is I was talking, and everybody can agree on one big fact: the fact that we are getting a little bit a little bit of time to spend with players that we have been playing with for so long right now, and we have been streaming for so long, years now. Relationships have developed, friendly relationships have developed on Discord, but that is kind of a cold medium to talk to. But whenever you're gonna get to start to meet, shared memories, start to break bread together and so on and so forth, make some fun, see how everybody is in real life, totally different. It's unbelievable to see how awesome it is to be at this event, and especially when you have like a common subject like Civilization 6 to talk about. It brings together so many details that are being split in how to say, splitting hairs, everything, so you can figure out different opinions, so you can figure out how each vision is different. I speak French a little bit, un peu. Je ne parlais français, bon, unfortunately. I'm still learning. I mean, I can understand a little bit better, much better than I did last year, and I can definitely read and translate. That's not a problem. The problem is actually speaking and finding the correct words at that moment in time. But it is, you know, I'm slowly improving, and I'm pretty sure with a few more trips over here in France and hearing them out with different accents from different parts of France, definitely gonna get it through my head over here. One of the big things is I do have to say I have a problem hearing and understanding where the word starts and where the word ends. Usually the French have a much more connected way of saying the phrases than I can say them in English or even in, actually no, Romanian also has like a connected way of saying the words over there. They start to like mix and mash, and for somebody that doesn't speak the language or is not accustomed to, it's very hard to actually know when it starts and when it ends. Yes, the French language is hard. So is Romanian, and I'm pretty sure, well, I would wish that I would have a little bit more patience to actually study harder, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm trying to catch as much as I can from what is going on. I'm also trying to do some how to say, private tutoring, but it's nothing extremely aggressive, so I don't get annoyed by the fact that I need to learn it. I want to take it in slowly, so I can actually process it, so I can understand, so I can bring some how to say, so it doesn't become a chore. I think that's the biggest issue for me. Whenever something for me becomes a chore, I don't like it anymore. I'm sorry to say that. It's unfortunately how I am. And that's one of the reasons that I did like and did try as much as possible during my life to try to figure out things that I can do for a long term, which without feeling that they are a chore to me. We do have London over here, Scout getting out in 3 turns. By the looks of it, the continent split is going to be quite easy this time. He's going to have another city to settle on the west to benefit from those 4 tiles, the 3-2-1, and from what I do notice, he's also going to have this 2-2 base. Definitely a decent amount of cities to settle with a good choke point on the east to defend against Khmer. Not a big problem for him to actually put a city here and close off that choke with a few units. Has access to a +5 campus over here in between the mountains, and from what I do notice, we do have him also with a decent amount of coast to the west side. Nobody on his seas. He's going to be all alone here. There will be a possibility for Aztec to put a coastal city. I'm pretty sure the lifestyle is winking at him already, so he can get those coastal trade routes to England. This is going to be different continent trade routes. This is going to be quite nice. Quite nice. We do have also London getting his scout out. I guess we're going to come back because I don't think talking about strategics right here is a good thing. It's too early and we don't know if this is going to be the map or not. Looking at Angkor Thom, we do have a scout getting out in 1 turn, and I do notice he's going to get his cocoa tiles over here to benefit from some more extra gold from the beginning, but he's also going to get the opportunity to improve them. We do have him also with some mountains to the east and a possibility to go for Temple of Artemis, even though I find it extremely doubtful that Khmer is going to go for Temple of Artemis. We're probably going to see him opening up with holy sites and then trying to go into something else, deviate into something else. We do have him trying to get another scout out. Visibility at the beginning is very important. Information will make quite a bit of a difference. Extra information will make quite a bit of a difference in your settle positions. We're going to need to see if Omega is going to get lucky to figure out what's going on around him. To the north, though, he does have XP to take care of, and I gotta say, XP over here will probably pose a very serious challenge with Cynthia coming through the choke point in the south with a warrior. He will figure out where his opponent is, and I'm pretty sure Khmer is gonna get to see him pretty soon. There is also a Tiki Hut in between them. We're going to need to see who's gonna snatch that. Now, Pokrovka already benefits from a 3-1-1 spy style, but he doesn't have his amenity underneath his settler anymore. We do have him getting a settler out in Fortens, and from what I do notice, he's gonna have a decent amount of cities to settle on the east. Probably gonna stay away from the coast, but it's not like he needs to. He's just probably not. He's gonna probably prefer to go for the freshwater housing rather than the non-freshwater housing that he has to the north, or I should say the coastal housing that he has in the north and the west. Now we do have him also with quite a few city-states between him and Persia. Persia is going to be his opponent here, T-Tube, yeah, another opponent. We do have Mashhad being settled next to some wine tiles, but he is probably not going to want to work this for some time. He's definitely going to want that extra production, the tutus in the north side, where he does have some horses and some rainforest. And we do notice he's also going to have some geothermals. That means there is a continent split somewhere. There we go. There's a continent split to the southwest and one to the east side. Mashhad over here is not the ally of Portugal, as you can see, and we might actually see him try to expand to the east side and try to get into those Portuguese borders. We do have a remap. Oh, okay. So wait, is that a remap or is not a remap? Is this a remap or is not a remap? I think it is a remap, right? Yeah, it is a remap. Okay, so we're gonna need to wait for the bell to ring here. If you're just joining us on YouTube, welcome to the third day of the CivLAN 2024. We are in Paris, and we're coming to the last day. We're gonna get to the finals pretty soon. These are the semi-finals. Only a few teams do have the possibility to go into the finals since they are undefeated. And right now they're gonna start meeting each other on the battlefield. Two of them are right here in our game today, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have an awesome game on 7 Seas. I also want to say, if you're kind enough, please throw this video a like up, a thumbs up, thumbs up, there we go, thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. If you do see something during the game, please let me know in the chat. Any kind of questions, of course, I do try as much as I can to be responsive over here and see what's going on everywhere. Hazaki is going to be on an island. An island Mapuche spawn. Okay, well, okay, let's actually take a look over here. Is he gonna have a threat, or is he gonna have an ally? He's gonna have a threat, actually. Sambro is gonna be to the southeast of him, and by the looks of it, Mapuche will have a bit of a problem. He will need to dedicate to the coast or stay away from it, otherwise those Portuguese boats will make quick work of his coastal cities. By the looks of it, we do have Mapuche also with the freshwater settle. He's gonna get his 3-2 bananas working and another 2-2 sheep tile. I do notice he's starting to get the vision going on the southwest, and yes, his warrior is slowly moving there. Now we do need to take a look what are gonna be his plans. He does have access to horses in the second ring towards the west side here, and I do notice he's gonna get his iron in the third ring. Very expensive, but it's not like he's gonna need it that much. And probably his allies might need it. We're gonna need to take a look at their response and see what's going on. We still have Hazaki thinking of how he will get this going, this spawn going. Let me get back there we go, the chats properly. Redmeyer, hello there sir, and welcome. I just wanted to let you know that you have been too quiet all 3 days. Too quiet? Wow, I'm too quiet? Really? I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm trying to, how to say, put the microphone as high as I can, but unfortunately, well, this is what it is. Closing, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for the prime. Thank you. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. And thank you, yeah, with much pleasure, sir, with much pleasure. Is it too quiet, or can you guys understand me? Please let me know if you can understand me or not. I'm having quite a few issues to actually Maybe you can enable microphone boost in the settings. This is not how it works, Redmine. I wish this is how it works, but it's not how it works. I have like a mixer on my right side, and it goes in through a different line, and I have like different buttons to and panels to actually move up and down. My main worry is it's not gonna start crackling, because usually unfortunately, if you do go too high, it will have problems. But I hope you guys hear me fine. So I guess I can try to scream a little bit more, even though I would prefer not to, enrage everybody around me, because I start screaming. Anyway, now we do have Lisbon with his warrior moving towards the southwest here, and I do see a builder first chosen by him to get out of the city of Lisbon, and that is gonna give Sambro over here the opportunity to improve his coastal resources. I gotta say, there's no reef fish here. This is a bit unfortunate. It would have been nice to have the extra food alongside the production and the gold that you get from that tile. We do have also him with a few settles to go for. Southwest is also gonna have this great barrier reef over here to benefit from, with a lot of food coming up from the bananas and the extra science from those tiles. This is a pretty good campus here, not gonna lie. We do have him also to the southeast with England. The southeast England is gonna be very good for them. We do have them on the same continent, but still London will have trading opportunities with Lisbon, which is gonna generate a lot of gold. They're gonna also be on the same seas as Mapuche, so Hazagi here will have a major problem dealing with both of his opponents. I'm very curious, I'm very curious to see if Ngulu Mapu is going to be on the coast, or is he going to choose to just stay over there inland to not give free opportunities for his opponents to take him out. London is going to get a few of these stone tiles to improve, and I do notice he does have a turtle tile in the third ring to the east side. Now, we do have also quite a few cities being settled over here, do settle on the east and on the west side. Since he doesn't have another continent to go for, it's going to be hard for him to get extra trade routes, free trade routes, of course, trade route capacities. He could go and settle these continents to the north, and as you can see, there are another 2 ones on the islands, which is going to be very valuable for him, but later on in the game. He does have Pamukkale settle in the southeast with fresh water from that wonder, and also the extra bonuses that he's gonna get for his districts. Unfortunately, the south and the southeast of Pamukkale is being flooded. That's a lot of water over there. That's going to keep away quite a few bonuses that could be gotten from those districts settled next to Pamukkale. It is what it is. We do have, of course, with a possible settle over here, another possible settle to the northeast of that wonder. He could definitely get these mountains to give him the adjacency towards campuses, and see where we're going to need to see where his government plaza will be. Well, we were just watching this volcano, and it's decided to be excited. It is what it is. You see the power of watching the volcano. Northeast. Oh, Daido. Xifi is also gonna be on these seas. Okay, so we got a possible 2 versus 2 happening here, with Xifi getting a coastal settle. The city of Tyre is gonna get, yes, a 3-1-1 fish tile to work. He did not go for builder first, and he's trying to get his first settler out. I do see he got his warrior to expand and search the north, while his scout is moving towards the southwest. We do have him also with a decent amount of freshwater settlers over here on the southeast, but I would imagine he's gonna want to focus as much as he can on the north and the western side of the coast here, so he can get as many of these production centers to go against Portugal and England. Both nations, both of his opponents are going to be very tough to handle. Now we do have the center coming up in 2, okay, 1-3 tile for the extra production, a few mountains to give him the adjacency towards campuses, and of course I do see the reef tiles, not a lot of reef tiles to give him the bonuses. I do really like also the 4 tile that he's gonna have in the north, a 2-3-1 base, that of course he can settle a city next to the horse tile and benefit from the turtles and the fur tile, easy to improve both of them. We do have also Tyre benefiting from iron in the 3rd ring. Horses are gonna be in the 3rd ring, but in the south, very expensive second strategic resources here, so well, I guess he's not gonna need them that much, but maybe his allies are gonna need them. We do need to take a look further on the city of Mashhad to the southeast. We do have Titube over here, the ally of Xifi, that will probably go for internals for quite some time, has the opportunity to set up coastal trade routes between him and Daido using these seas on the west side, which are not going to be contested by anybody. Usually at the beginning of the game, Persia or until Wiesel bunker is discovered. We do have Mashat preferring to go for those internal trade routes. We're going to need to take a look what kind of governor he's going to want to choose for his capital, or where for the initial destination of those trade routes. If it is going to be Pingala or Magnus, of course both do come with their own bonuses. Mashat here is going to get quite a bit of extra science also from these trade routes. I would imagine he's also going to want to settle quite a few cities on fresh water. He does have a good thing, by the way. A good thing here is he does have some one-tile lakes that are going to give him the fresh water even if he settles on the coast on the west, and I would assume he's going to want to get these going on the west side quite quickly. A pretty good settle here next to the bananas could get a very powerful campus, a +4 to the southwest here, on the west side of the forest on the 2-2. Has to the northeast a meetup, a great meetup. He will see Scythia over here, and T-Tube is gonna need to find those Scythia and Saka horse archers if Scythia is gonna try to flex his military muscle. We do have XP already moving towards the north to benefit from the Pantanal tiles. I would imagine he's already seeing this from his settler. Yeah, there we go. He has vision over this. It's just a matter of time until he's gonna click on that button and get next to the Pantanal. Very good that he has the fresh water there, and I do notice he's gonna get closer to an iron tile. In the capital, he does have his horse tile to improve on the right side. Also, one of these diamond tiles to get. Now, I'm actually quite curious what kind of technology is he going for right now. We do have LDK going for writing first. Let's actually take a look. He has a geothermal fissure to the southwest of Pokrovka, and I do see he has a possibility to settle one of the +3 campuses, but he will need to actually get mining for that because of the force that's sending on the perfect tile. Actually on both tiles. We do have him also with another wonder to the south, Halong Bay, that he is going to have between him and Khmer. Khmer is going to be one of his opponents, and we do need to see what kind of target Expley is going to choose, or if he's just going to build so many units that he's going to send them to both targets. We do have Pokrovka upgrading his horse style. We're probably going to see a Kurgan also for the faith that he's going to get. Generals did get settled on the Pantanal, which is going to give him those extra culture and science points, which is going to be quite valuable here for the Scythian Empire. LDK is 3, Expley is on 6 science and 4 culture. Very nice. Okay, very nice, very nice. Horse style improved. Iron is going to be cheap to improve. No problem for him in the strategic resource department. If we take a look at Khmer here, Angkor Thom is sending a settler towards the south. Interestingly enough, he didn't actually send it towards that marble tile for a 2-1 base. It is quite expensive to actually settle a city on these tiles to the southwest. He's not going to have that many tiles to work, and I'm a bit surprised we don't see him going somewhere else. Actually, does he have somewhere else? So let's see, does he have somewhere else? I guess the north would have been interesting, but he does have Aztec coming through those choke points, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to expose his settler to him. We do have him also to the northwest trying to figure out what's going on, but did not actually choose to go for this aluminium tile. Could have definitely benefited from the 3-2 bananas, the 2-2s, and also quite a nice setup over here for a government plaza slash holy site slash campus adjacency. Now we do have him putting down his holy sites towards the southwest next to the river, so he does benefit from possibly river goddess, which is usually the go-to pantheon for Khmer. He's also going to get his horses improved pretty soon. Hariharalaya did buy out that 2-2 tile to the north, the horse tile. He just needs a builder to get it improved. Now we do have also another settler coming out from Angkor Thom in 3 turns. By the looks of it, quite a few mountains are spanning on the east side with a wonder here, Mount Sinai. He's going to have Aztec to his northeast, which is going to be another one of his opponents, and this is going to cause a few more problems. He has 2 opponents to the north to deal with, but the good thing is he has 1 tile chokes that he could close off relatively easily. Looking at Tenochtitlan, we do have 1 big continent for the big guy here. Unfortunately for LDK, it doesn't seem like he's going to benefit from so many extra amenities to get his bonuses going from his Aztec amenity strength. We do have Tenochtitlan getting another settler in 3 turns, and he's gonna put a settler next to that diamond tile on the west side, benefiting from 3-2 banana in the second ring, another one of those olives on the west side in the second ring, and of course the gem, or I should say the diamond mine. He has some amber also to improve to the southeast, and by the looks of it, some silk tiles on the east side as well. Wait, is that the amber is the 5th amenity, or is it the fourth amenity? Let me actually take a look here. So we got silk, we got diamonds, we got olives, and we got jade on the continent. So yes, this amber tile is a fifth one. It's in the so it's an extra one over the 4 amenities that he already has on the Vendian continent. Now we do have him needing to figure out exactly where he's gonna settle. He's getting his vision expanded here. Has a good amount of fresh water towards the north and towards the southeast. While he could put a city right in the face of Khmer if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to antagonize Omega that much at the beginning of the game. And we do have Khmer with those dome rays, which are pretty powerful. Siege units. You don't really want to antagonize them if you can help it. Looking at also his strategics, we do have him benefiting from an iron tile in the second ring on the right side, while I do notice he's gonna have horses somewhere. Come on, where are the horses? Horsey! Oh wait, there's no production point? Is that a horse underneath his settle? Did he settle on a horse? Because there's like no production over there underneath that city center. I do see the horse tile is going to be 4 tiles out on the east side, and that's going to be a bit too far off to improve. That's going to be a problem. Well, I guess he doesn't have a strategic resource here. This might be a bit of an issue for LDK. Is he making horses? No, he's not making horses. Does he even have animal husbandry? I don't know, because he's going irrigation. So I don't know if he actually discovered it. No, he didn't get any improvement here for me to make an assumption. Anyway, we do have Mapuche. By the looks of it, putting a city on the coast, he did not dedicate everything he had on the coast, and his second settle is actually going to be settled on the river over here. He does have the possibility to get a harbor out. It is going to be expensive, but still he could do it, and we do need to see if with that one city in the south, Willy Mapu, he's going to manage to do everything he needs to be doing against Portugal. Sambro here, I'm pretty sure he's going to get at some point some galleys to try to scout out. So will Mapuche. They will figure out their location at a certain moment in time, and we're going to need to see what their decisions will be after that. We do have Mapuche getting his monuments for the extra culture, and we do need to see if he's going to try to get a very, very quick 4th and 5th settler. Usually the players in this kind of position do try to make the most out of it and get those settlers fast enough, especially if they don't need to escort them, so they can get a bit of an advantage back later on in the game. And we do have also Lisbon. Yeah, there we go, getting a galley out while he's sending his 3rd city towards the southwest. He did manage to get Coimbra on the right side, and I do see he's getting his builder to improve his resources here. And we do have him with very early coastal trade routes towards England possibly, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get them as quickly as possible. Sambro is getting his celestial navigation in 13 turns, but that's without a boost. He does need to improve 2 coastal resources to get the celestial navigation boost, and he only got 1. He only got the amber tile, probably for the amenity, and well, I mean, you can use it for the extra culture also. With the Setúbal Sea, I think Mapuche knows. Mapuche knows that with the Setúbal coast over here, Bay. I mean, Mapuche might know, but it's interesting that he didn't actually get more cities here. I would have imagined if he wants to get Wente Mapu, he could have just settled the coast, right? He could have just settled the west side here. Anyway, and still would have had this city on the south of Hansa. So I'm not convinced he knows, and I'm not convinced he is realizing that he needs to dedicate fully to the coast. Yes, there is also some value in what he's doing right now, because he's not exposing his whole empire to the Portuguese, but only a few bits and pieces, and maybe he is not considering, he's not trusting his ability to get the war going and win it against Portugal, even if he dedicates fully on the coast. Maybe that is the case here. Of course, we're going against Portugal and another nation on the coast, or possibly going against Portugal and another nation on the coast, even with Mapuche, is a very hard endeavor indeed. So I would imagine he's trying to play this safe. This is Hazagi after all. He knows the game very well. I think he doesn't know, or he doesn't care. That also might be true. He doesn't know, he doesn't care. You know, that also might be true. Now we do have to take a look at London, setting up his 2 cities, Birmingham and Liverpool, towards the south of London. We do have him getting the Pamukkale soon extra adjacency, because at the moment he's not really getting anything other than fresh water. There was an exploding volcano in between those cities to get some extra food and some extra production. I do see he's still going to need a builder, but oh no, he did get one. It's just scouting. He did get one moving towards the east side. He got the first galley out also to scout out the coast, and we do have him going for the fourth settler very, very quickly here from the city of London. Birmingham getting the monuments. I do see also monuments coming out from Liverpool. And we do have him with the two strategic resources in Liverpool. He just needs to get that builder there. Now, looking at the northeast, we do have Phoenicia already with God of the Sea as a pantheon. He will get the added bonuses of production on each of his coastal resources, while he's getting a trader out from Beirut. He's sending it to the city of Tyre probably. We do have a settler in 4 coming out from that city center. He did set up already a city to connect to the south towards Titube, which is getting his own marble tile settle here to the west of Mashhad. They will definitely 100% get to trade with each other here and generate that gold for their teammates and for themselves for the upgrades. Now we do have Mashhad also getting monuments out, getting those trade routes going from Pasagade towards Mashhad for the extra food production, science and everything, and started to improve his sources finally. And we do have him also with the possibility to go for 2 amenities to upgrade here. The mercury tile and the ivory tile are quite easy to get and upgrade. He's gonna get some extra points of production, of course, from the mercury tile, and he's gonna get extra gold from the camp. We do need to take a look at Prokofka. How is he expanding? He got the Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, and he did put down his first Kurgan, improve his diamonds for an extra amenity, and still benefits from very good bonuses from the Pantanal. A Lady of the Reeds and Marshes did increase the production on these tiles of the Pantanal because it is considered a marsh by the game. We did have, I believe, there was an update at some point, like a year ago, when this all of the wonders did get categorized as they are. Like mountain wonders, they will be mountains. Marsh wonders, they will be marsh wonders, and so on and so forth. These tiles are illegal. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, so he has horses, he has the culture coming up from the silk, still quite a bit of distance between him and Khmer. Khmer very hard to deal with, and it looks like he's more expanding towards Persia than it is towards Khmer. Expley is gonna need to figure out exactly how the land looks like towards the southwest. As you can see, there are scouts that need to move there. He did manage to escort his settlers, and he's getting his 4th pretty soon, putting down the first commercial here from Genolus. Expley, by the looks of it, he's gonna need to get his classical unit technology pretty soon. Scythia did buy out one of these slingers, invested 65 gold to get those units out. Magnus internals, it looks like it's gonna be the way to go, and did not go actually for Moksha first to turn into Magnus afterwards, so he gets the culture alongside everything else. We do have him also needing to push out that warrior of Phoenicia from his border so he can safely escort his settler afterwards. Putting down more Kurgans for the extra faith and the extra gold. I do have to mention Scythia has the awesome ability to buy units with faith, so the more faith he does, the easier it will be later on to buy out units and create an army with. Convert it into something useful. In the south, Khmer did already get his first archer and is pushing out the Eagle Warrior of LDK of Aztec. He did put down Priaviar, and by the looks of it, it will be quite a defensive city here. He got his holy site next to the river, a +7 with a +1 foot also next to the river, and this is before River Goddess is going to be chosen. I'm pretty sure by the position of all of these holy sites, River Goddess is going to be his choice. We do need to see where he's going to get his governor plaza, but I gotta say, it does seem like he's gonna have a very powerful one for those campuses if he wants it here to the northwest. He is keeping an eye out on that choke point with a scout, and he doesn't want to let in any kind of enemy unit into his little slice of heaven here. Can you add team names, by the way? That's a good question, but I would first of all I would need to know which are the teams. Give me a second, like the team names, and that's one of the things I actually was talking with them also, because usually in a team format, in the usual like squadrons or CWC, you have like 9 members. Of course, at the LAN, you're not gonna need 9 members because you're here, right? You're dedicating that time anyway. So you got teams of 4 basically, and some of the teams, Freitos de la Vega, Ulysse, did split up in 2 teams, and they got new names and everything. So it is a bit confusing at the beginning to learn exactly which team name is linked to which player. That's the problem. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we got the document here. I'm just parsing through Discord right now, and I'm gonna figure it out. So we got the baby, no, not these, not these. Okay, so Bone Chance is gonna be Hazaki Omega Tech T-Tube Xifi. That is Bone Chance is gonna be on the right side. Okay, so let me actually turn this right team over here. Bone Chance, there we go. Right team, Bone Chance, and the other team, give me a second, the other team will be hey, what the? Oh, I see. LDQ something something. Okay, found them. Found them. How do I spread? Oh my god. La LDQ Compagnie. Okay. LLC. Basically, that's the that's the name. LLC. LLC. There we go. I can also, if you're comfortable, by the way, if everybody's comfortable, I could put up the prediction right here, so we got quite a bit of time to put the points in. I can get this out of the way. Commencer la prédiction. Who will win? We got to turn these options off, and on one side we do have LLC, on the other side we got Bone Chance. 30 minutes and we're going. Let's actually put this same poll on YouTube to see the opinion of both platforms over here. Just a second so I can click on buttons. Start the poll. Who will win, LLC or Bone Chance? There we go. There we go. Okay, who is the new caster with the amazing hair? Hello, welcome. It's still me. It is still me, Michael. Yes, no hat. I cannot wear the hat with the headphones. I'm sorry. I would have loved to, but I cannot wear the hat with the headphones. It is what it is. Anyway, we should have a few new pantheons starting to be picked up by the players. I'm pretty sure quite a few of them did get over 12 faith in the meantime. We do have City Patron Goddess, for example, being picked up by LDK on Aztec. It looks like River Goddess was the choice for Khmer. Looks like also Lady of the Rizal Marshes here for City. We did take a look at that. God of the Forge T-Tube. He is definitely going to try to get his armies out in camels coming out from Mashhad and Pasagade. We do have him with the possibility to go for very early units against his opponent. We do have also God of the Sea chosen for Phoenicia. We did take a look at that. England is going to figure out where Phoenicia is, and there is nobody yet coming out from these Didonian series. I do see Portugal did go for Goddess of Tides for the extra culture he's going to get from these coastal resources improved. He has quite a few of them, including these amber tiles that are getting an extra point there of culture. He's starting to explore the southwest. He's going to meet on the seas Mapuche's galleys, and at the moment Mapuche's galleys do not benefit from those extra plus 5 points, but they will get there in the 5 turns after. We do have commercial hubs coming out from Mapuche. It looks like unfortunately, because he's going commercial sub, he's not going to get the opportunity to recruit some of those admirals, which is going to be quite problematic, especially if he's going to need to fully commit to those seas, to that fight, and I'm pretty sure he will need to commit to that fight. We do have Hazagi soon to follow. What's going on here in the southeast? Sambro moving, let's see, southeast. We got religious settlements chosen by England. He's going to get extra production towards settlers, and at the same time he's going to acquire faster his tiles around the city centers he's going for. England is starting to improve his coastal resources, and at the same time going for his strategics, the horses. Well, I say he's starting to improve his coastal resources, but I think I'm wrong on this. He did get the bonus of Royal Navy dockyards from Portugal, and he did not improve that turtle tile to the north of Birmingham, and of course the fish tile. So yeah, it is what it is. He's still going to need to get there. He does have a builder with 2 charges available, and from what I do see, he did prioritize getting something else. Amenities are usually extremely valuable at the beginning of the game, so you don't go lower, especially since you are starting to put down, to acquire quite a bit of population and put down quite a few cities. Abudusia Kaka, hello there, sir, and welcome. Good morning. I do want to also excuse since it was quite cold yesterday and during the evening, and I did talk a lot with them and so on and so forth. My voice is a little bit too bassy this morning. I'm sorry about that. I did hear it out, hear myself out a few, I want to say in the morning, and I'm like, no, no, what is this voice? Bring me my voice back. Anyway, now we got Biruta here going for his fourth settler also on the west side here, and by looks of it, he's getting a biting, but in another city that he's, well, not gonna need. He's going for the south. Sidon City to get a biting out. Well, at least he did get one from Biruta and is starting to explore the north. He's gonna soon figure out where England has its galley, and of course gonna be curious what is behind that galley. We're gonna need to see how fast he's gonna figure out where Portugal and where England is. Looking at the visibility that he has over here, he is probably gonna be aware of the loyalty pressure that is to the south of Venice, but he doesn't know anything about the west side here. They do not know where Portugal is at the moment. The vision of Hazaki also is not discovering those galleys yet of Portugal. As you can see, both of those galleys are actually in the fog of war. We are 4 turns away also from the Congress, or I should from the Congress, from the new era. Looking at the lands of Khmer, most of this territory has been improved with a lot of volcanic soil here to the south of Angortom and south of Priaviar. Machiavelli, good morning, sir. Where's the hat? Not allowed indoors? No, it is allowed indoors, but I cannot wear it with the headphones. Like it stays. I tried it, don't get me wrong, but it's like it fits weirdly. I guess I need to get a special hat with special headphones so I can wear it. Otherwise, yeah, it is kind of sad. It is what it is. I hope you guys are gonna be okay with this. Okay, well, I hope everybody's gonna be okay with this. Yeah, in France, you're to wear a beret. No joke. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem wearing a beret, but I don't have one. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway. We got Magnus Internals here for Tenochtitlan. I do see he's getting his fourth settle also, put down his government plaza on the east side, so he gets a pretty good campus that we're using the mountains. We do need to see where is he gonna expand and how is he gonna try to flex his military against somebody. We do have him on the west side with Scythia, that is gonna be an ally, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be looking to set up some trade routes between them, but it doesn't look like they're gonna have an easy option to go on coastal trade routes. Both of them do have Khmer in the south, which is going to be their opponents, but Khmer here is very well protected by these mountains with one-tile chokes and some rivers defending these passageways. I would imagine Khmer here, Omega is not going to have that big of an issue handling his opponents. We do have already Scythia. Taking one builder away from Titiub. Oh my god, the griefing has started, boys. It does seem like Titiub over here is going to need to figure out how to push back the Scythian scouts, and the warrior XP is not taking any prisoners over here. We got encampment training projects coming out from both cities of Persia, trying to get general extremely quickly, while he's going to need to start getting his units out also. Scythia, in the meantime, I do have to point out that he did not go immediately for his units. He is putting down his commercials, which does mean he did go for a commercial setup. That also slows him down from getting horseback riding or iron working. We're going to need to see if Titiub over here is not only going to get the gold, but also the resources to get classical units out to flex his military muscle against Scythia. It might happen, especially since he does have those strong units, the Immortals, at the beginning of the game. That is going to be very, very tough to handle for Scythia. Now, we don't need to see also if Scythia is going to be allowed to get a general. Since he did not put an encampment down, you can see he doesn't have the option to get one of those generals because of the lack of points. We don't have encampments yet from Aztec. He's getting his commercial hubs going. Looks like Dido is getting a few more biomes out and putting down his government plaza. Where is his government plaza? Over here. Interesting position. Oh, campuses. Yeah, campuses. Very strong campuses here. He's starting to improve also his resources, his luxury resources, so he gets that extra food and extra gold going. We do have him needing to discover England towards the south, and there's going to be some time. Uh-oh, Hazagi is meeting this Portuguese galley, and now he realizes he needs to attack his opponent here. We don't, or at least defend against his opponent. We're going to need to see how Hazagi is going to get the fleet out, because Willie Mapu, well, by the looks of it, working on a trader now. He's definitely needing a lot more production. Not a lot of jobs available for him to get very quickly some boats out, and well, we're going to come back later. Now we're turn 30, one more turn until the golden. They can do it on the lake. They can do it on the lake. Oh, wait. Oh, you're right. This is great opportunity to buy something different, like a beret. Yeah, exactly, right? I need to take a look at the stores and find a beret. True. The volcanoes are really happy today. Yes, they're happy. They know there's going to be so much war during the game. I'm pretty sure. Also, be reassured, I don't have one either. I have a bob. Wait, what's a bob? You got a bob? Bob hat? What is that? Is that actually a bob hat? Oh, there is a bob hat. What? Oh, interesting. A bucket hat or a bob hat? No, it's what is that's the same thing. Interesting. Very nice. I see. Wait, what does it say? One piece chapeau de soeur. Uni pour homme. Chapeau de soeur de contractier de sport. En plein air pour... Oh, okay, I understand. This is for open air sport. I got it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so 10:31, the players are getting their golden age options. Everybody did manage to get the golden age here. I didn't have a worry because this is a 4v4 setup. It is relatively easy to get this going. I do also notice the first sources are coming out of the Persian territory, while Scythia is gonna want to pillage probably the trader or the horse style. We do need to see if he is gonna press that P button really quickly, because the horses of Mashad and Pasagade are probably gonna make quick work of that warrior if he doesn't pillage it quickly. We got also Bakhtri getting horses out, and it feels like Titube is not messing around. He definitely wants to not only survive but also thrive over here against Scythia. We do need to take a look at the Kilad with a pen brush and voice golden age. He's on 4 cities, getting his government plaza out and finishing up most of his Royal Navy dockyards with lighthouses, which are going to give him the extra trade routes he desperately needs to get more production and more food in each of these cities. Not to mention, of course, he's going to have the ability to get the trade routes towards Portugal here. We do have Portugal already sending his external trade out. No, it's still internal. It's still internal. Coimbra to Lisbon. It is still an internal trade route. Okay, I guess it's for the first one. XP, Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age on Scythia, still 4 cities, putting down his first encampment here from generals. Still no units, no classical units out. Neither is he gaining that many archers or something else for the defense. We do have XP going for his will in 1 turn, games and wreck in 3, and I gotta say he's delaying getting the settlers he needs. Looks like we do have T-Tube managing to take out his warrior and not allow him to pillage the horse tile, while yes, T-Tube is going to need one more builder to repair that Mercury tile. Now he is safe to put these horses to work. We do need to see if XP is going to get the message and he's going to get some classical units to defend his territory. I would assume so. He definitely saw that his warrior got taken down very quickly. Montezuma with a pen brush and voice golden age right next to Scythia. He's putting down his commercials and starting to get his gold going, 16 gold per turn, government plaza from Tenochtitlan, and the 4th city being settled towards the southeast. I do notice Aztec is starting to improve his luxury resources also, and will have a hell of a time to get to another continent. Still, 5 extra attack bonus is still going to be good for him. Now we do have Sambro with a free inquiry golden age. He's on 18 science and 9 culture. Looks like he's going to push as quickly as possible towards caravels to take out Mapuche's coastal cities and not allow him to develop his empire here. We do need to see if Hazagi is going to get to react to this possibility to get his own boats out in a decent amount of time. We do have Funchal also benefiting from a lot of, or I should say, the cities of Portugal are benefiting from quite a bit of culture extra from Goddess of Tides. Already quite a few resources have been improved, and still more are gonna need to be improved. Lighthouses for the extra trade routes, we do have him with a few boats scouting and pushing back the Mapuche units. There is a fourth city also being settled to the south of Funchal, and we do need to see how fast he can actually get to caravels. Moving forward, on the other side, we do have Hazagi with 14 science and 23 culture. Does seem like he's doing quite well at the moment. Ancestral Hall finishing up from Ngulumapu in 2 turns, while we do have another settler from Wentemapu next turn. He did plug in Liang in the city of Wentemapu, so he can get the extra production points going, and of course the defense from that. Tandorios, hello! How are you doing, sir? Good morning, bonjour! Now we do have also to take a look at next Xifi, 12 science and 24 culture on 4 series. Phoenicia getting his 5th and 6th one out. Also working on Ancestral Hall in 4 turns. By the time he actually gets in the correct position with these settlers to put down those cities, he's gonna get the Ancestral Hall finished, so he's gonna get 3 builders out of those. Now I do see Sidon is gonna go for a builder here, and does have quite a few tiles to improve. He is putting down his Cothons, and right now he has 3 great terminal points a turn, 1 point lower than England, but that's about to change. While he's going to put more cities, he's going to get more points from the lighthouses also. I had to watch yesterday on YouTube after the fact. Congrats on tier 1. Oh yes, oh my god, the tier 1, the tier 3 sub. Oh, yes sir, it does help. I mean, I feel bad, how to say, so first of all, I feel it's amazing of all of the support, and I feel bad that I have to explain these things, as in the different levels for the partnerships and so on and so forth. I do want to, of course, grow as quickly as possible, and any kind of support is amazing. The next announcement that came out from Twitch did actually raise my hopes up that maybe this year I'm going to manage to get Partner Plus, and we're going to need to see. We're going to need to see. I'm a bit wary of how to say, saying this all over the all the time, but yeah, it is something that I'm working towards. I'm also thinking if I should actually get some form of a more close relationship, for example, on Patreon, but I was thinking of a few ways of trying as much as possible to get like a council going using Patreon. So you first of all do get to see intimate details of what I do and how I think, and what are the plans, what are my plans of development, and so on and so forth. You get instant feedback, and also I could definitely try to get something that the viewers want, or something that the supporters want, directly, like, you know, custom made because of an order, basically. No, but I still did not put the full details. It's still in my mind, trying to work it out, trying to flush it out to see what would work good for the future, and also not need to change that much. Anyway, we do have lighthouses coming up. You know, Sidon, I do see Pingala is getting out in 1 turn, and I do know is getting in 1 turn, and we do need to take a look next on Omega, 20 science and 25 culture already. We got Khmer over here with still on 3 cities, getting his 4th, 5th, and 6th out pretty soon. We do have him with a religion that is going to be Islam, for choral music, getting that extra culture alongside his shrines and temples faith, and also itinerant preachers to spread it further away. We do need to see also Magnus establishing there in Hariharala, while Angkor Thom did get the benefits of Governor Magnus. We already have the first wars started off. Miriv is getting attacked, and by the looks of it, the Persian units do have extra strength over there. Persia already has a plus 5 against full health units, and unfortunately, the horse inside of Scythians. Oh my god, City of Miriv is getting the plus 5. How was the party? It was good, it was good, and it was under the gun. Yes, it was under the gun all along. I saw the announcement, but a little bit later. I would say I'm sorry I couldn't wait for the full post game chat, hearing their opinions and so on. But I was pressured to actually close the computer. Like we had, I had people coming around to me and like watching, like, are you done yet? Or like, what are you doing? And so on. You can imagine they were feeling a little bit weird that I was streaming something that is not from the CivLAN. And of course, everybody was like, basically, this was a common effort of the whole community, like of the whole Francophone community. And I was streaming something that was not part of this tournament. I feel grateful that they understood at the end that it was a one-time event that was scheduled a long time ago, and we cannot move the date. And it was something that only happens like once every 8 months. So how long the FFA season is? It's a very long season. It's a very hard road for the players to go for. And but I did need to talk with a few of them and tell them, explain them, and so on and so forth. It was amazing also to see them come in and take a look at what's going on in the game, make a few comments of how it is here. We got Midiv about to be taken down, the first victim of the game. It looks like Expli is gonna lose a city. The city of Midiv is being taken and raised to the ground by T-Tube. All of that extra advantage that Cithia was trying to build up against his opponents is being taken away. You do what you feel comfortable with. If you are happy with it, it will work and grow. I hope so. Yes, I hope so. It is. I guess this is slowly becoming the culmination of my life's work somehow. All of the, I would say, all of the skills are somehow coming together into me. I don't know, like trying to get me out, you know. Anyway, it's weird. Like my graphical skills, my music skills, my speech patterns, my speaking skills, or public speaking skills I'm trying to develop, and everything else. It is what it is. Okay, so we do have new horses coming around from Persia. T-Tube is not gonna stop for anything, and by the looks of it, Cithia is getting his Saka horse archers also. We do need to see if Cithia is gonna manage to actually hold the ground here, because the horses of Persia are definitely gonna be very, very strong. We do have also Persia losing its general. It got pushed back in Pasagarde, while I'm pretty sure Cithia is gonna need to get one for himself. There we go, he did manage to get the project out. You're hitting it right on the spot. Hey, you should call it on. Yes. Yes. Yeah, bro, exactly. Okay, on spot, bro. I do want to take a look here next. What did we have? We did take a look at Omega and T-Tube, right? We were at T-Tube, 12 Science 10, and I do notice 18 Culture. We do have T-Tube getting all of these units and going for the war effort. He did choose to go for a Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, which is interesting. He did not choose his fourth one, the Exodus of the Evangelist, so he gets that extra production towards these units. He's already building them very, very quickly, and by the looks of it, he's working on Wallo's Throne from the city of Mashhad to get more production towards this. I would imagine he's also going to want to get a few chops going quite soon. Repairing the Mercury tile is going to be nice. Another settler coming out from Bakhtri, and it looks like that stone tile is going to be his destination. We do need to see how many cities he's also going to have time to settle in the southeast, and how will he do with Khmer here, since Khmer is slowly moving towards the northwest, and we do see the Persian army after the successful campaign done against one of the cities. Both armies are actually repositioning themselves and trying as much as possible to create a line and clump up. We're going to need to see those Saka horse archers and the Scythian archers get behind the horses of Scythia and try to do the damage first, or counterattack immediately if one of their horses gets taken down. With Scythia benefiting from a general right now, he got that extra speed and the extra bonus. Isn't Exodus removed in BBG? Okay, maybe it was me not being how do you say specific with the wording. Automatic, good morning, sir. I was saying the new Exodus. The new Exodus, like the extra encampment, that culture that you get, the extra production that you get towards building units, and those resources acquired. The drums of war, yeah, exactly, the drums of war. That's what I was referring to. Sorry, my bad for not being specific enough with the wording. I don't know yet, but if it got changed or not. That's why I'm still referring it as the Exodus of the Evangelist. I know, and I've been talking about it, that they were doing polls of what kind of names, taking suggestions and so on and so forth, how they should name it. And well, I guess I didn't get the memo. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, interestingly enough, we do have Aztec over here getting converted by Khmer, which of course made me think, why did he not choose Crusade over here? Khmer is gonna need to get his cities out, and I do see him getting his ancestral hall. He's waiting to place down his cities on the next in the next location, so he can get the builders with them also. Khmer is also starting to make 50 faith a turn with 48 production. That's pretty good at the beginning of the game, going for his prasats and will increase that significantly. I'm a bit surprised that Omega did choose to go for choral music instead of going for work ethic. Most of the time work ethic on Khmer is amazing, especially since you do get a little bit of extra culture anyway from the population, right? Oh well, it is what it is. We're going to need to see how he's gonna fare here. The settler is going through the mountain. Yes, the settler is going through the mountain. If you're asking this, yes, for some reason it's going through the mountains. I'm pretty sure there's no visibility there. That's why it's yeah. This tile doesn't have. Sorry, this tile is not seen. It's not discovered. So the AI doesn't know what to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on over here. We do have Scythia actually pushing back considerably the units of Persia, and I do notice that Persia will have some abilities to counterattack into this. He's sending a few units towards the west side, going behind enemy lines. I really liked. Oh my God, is he gonna snipe Kuloba also? Guys, is he gonna snipe Kuloba? He might actually snipe Kuloba here. No, he would need probably another horse, like another horse over these horses. He has 3 units, but unfortunately some of them are scouts. Kuloba doesn't have a horse inside of it, so it is what it is. He's not going to have that full strength, and most of the horses of Scythia are actually going towards the south, but through the east of the south, not through the west. He doesn't have visibility over what's going on the west side of Kuloba, and maybe he doesn't care as much because he's seeing everything T-tube horses, T-tube horses. I'm a bit surprised we do not have T-tube actually going for another wave of horses, but maybe he's waiting for that Warlord's Throne to finish in the city of Mashhad, so he can get a faster production towards these horses. He's just chopping out actually one from Mashhad. He's recognizing that he has to balance out the strength of Scythia coming against him, since he is on 13 science and 18 culture. He's going to get more science from Pasagarde, and of course Pingala at the moment I don't think it's working. I don't think he has the extra point of science from Pingala from the population. That's a 6 pop city. He should have had a bit more science if that would have been activated. I do notice also the campus over here is only going to be a +3, but still good. Wow, I say only a +3, but it is a +3. And we do have a +4 over here in Bactria about to be settled, and I'm a bit surprised that he did not choose to put anything here. I would have imagined if he got an in-camera, he got an in-camera. If he had a commercial, he had a commercial, and so on and so forth. But that's not the case. We do have Persia retreating in his borders and also getting back his archer. And we do need to see if he's going to deploy another horse towards the north, or is he going to manage to get in. If he is going to manage to get the cities Kuloba. Eddie Coffin, hello there, hello there. Where is the hat? The hat is home. The hat is home. I'm sorry, I cannot wear it. I would love to wear it, but I cannot wear it. And I had quite a few people actually at the LAN watching me, and they were like not really knowing who I am until I started talking, and they were like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I couldn't recognize you because of not wearing a hat and so on." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I can't. I wish I could, but I cannot." I also feel kind of weird wearing a hat, like how to say, in a social setup, you know, like I don't feel weird wearing it on stream at home, but I do feel weird wearing it in a restaurant, or wearing it outside in front like a coffee shop or something like that. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Good morning, Solpo. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Give me a second so I can put back the screens. I clicked on the wrong button and somehow I turned off my chats. Hello there, YouTube, by the way. How are you guys going? It looks like you are having a hard time deciding which team is gonna be winning this game. LLC and Bon Chance on YouTube are getting 50-50 chances over here. And while it does seem like we do have points going towards Bon Chance on Twitch chat, while LLC is getting some points, but definitely not the same amount of points. Okay, so it looks like the Persian horses did get discovered. We do have the City and Hasaka horse archers with a decent amount of strength to take them down, while Persia, unfortunately, well, it looks like the plan has been foiled. We do have also Scythia sending quite a few units towards the southeast, towards Khmer. Khmer has not actually gotten one of those classical units out, and this is, I think, quite a bit of a mistake from Omega. He is getting his wonders out. I do see he finished his Temple of Artemis and working on hanging gardens from the same city, while we do have a few more cities being settled over here. He's getting Liang in the city of Nagana Yasri, so he can get those extra production points going on these volcanic soil tiles, while his capital will need to grow to the 7th population. We do need to see how Khmer is gonna get defense up in Vimayapura. We don't have that many more units remaining to counter the Persian units in the city of Pasagarde. Most of the units of T-Tube over here have entered the his borders, and he is repairing them, getting some heals back, while his other units are trying to fend off attackers over here from Scythia. Now let's see on the coast what's going on. We do have a few skirmishes on the coast. It looks like Phoenicia has been bonking a few of the boats of England. The same can be said about England against Phoenicia. We do have them starting to get some admirals. It looks like the fleet admiral has been recruited by Xifi. And on the other side we got Hanud the Navigator. That's probably a free boat, right? It's an extra boat if you activate them, if I remember correctly. Yeah, naval unit with a +2 movement. We do have also Mapuche getting his harbors down. Finally, he doesn't have harbors from many cities, though only 3 of them by the looks of it. Nag Mapu is gonna get his harbor on the east. We do have Puen Mapu, and by the looks of it, Mapuche is dedicating himself to the coast here, getting a few of these city parks also throughout his empire. We do have a bit of a problem. Oh no, actually, wait a second. Very good result from Hazagi. 42 science and 42 culture. We do have him also with the possibilities to get some of his Shema Muls going. As you can see here, he's getting the extra culture from those tiles, and that will help him not only get to mercenaries but also to monarchy and merchant republic, so he can get the Pretzgang card going. We do need to see if he's gonna be fast enough on caravel so he get enough pre-builds so he can go against Portugal. The Portuguese boats are extremely strong. Those nows are gonna have extra promotion on them. We might actually see Portugal over here try to get Victor third. No, he's not getting Victor third. I think that would have been exactly the bonus that he would have needed to attack into Mapuche and secure the victory. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Andeyeros Shenia, I believe. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Eddie is also saying it's hard to recognize you without a hat. I'm sorry, man. The good manners say you have to remove your hat when eating. That is true, Rafifi. That is true. Also, make sure you go to the left bank while you're in Paris. Many good bars. Left bank. Wait, which left bank? Or wait. Left bank from where? Because you know, like depending on where you're watching the river, it's gonna be a different left. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like moving around the city. I like seeing what's going on, how to say, taking in the music, taking in the atmosphere of the city and so on and so forth. But it kind of feels like weird to go all alone into a bar, so a lot of the times I go where the boys are going. So you know, like if they're saying okay, we found a bar over there, somebody knows that this is going to be good music, this is going to be like good alcohol and so on and so forth, okay, we go there, or we go to their Airbnb and have some fun over there and so on and so forth. We stayed here, for example, last night, but then we separated because it was already like 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't know exactly, but around that time. And they went out to get some more drinks, and I went back home because I know what happened the last time. I tried to actually have fun. I tried to get into clubs and so on and so forth, do some dancing. But unfortunately, the next day, right now, as in basically, when I had to comment, I was very sleepy, and I don't want to go through that again. I don't have that many chances of getting these on the spot casting, and it's very important for me to have how to say, a good performance. Banks are counted by standing facing the direction the river flows to. So if river flows from south to north, you face northwards, and left bank will be the western one. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, I got it. So that means left bank, that's the bank with Notre Dame, with everything else. A responsible adult casting. Oh, kick W, man. I mean, I do what I can do, man. I can do, but I'm still a kid inside. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a kid inside. You see me, you show me candy, I take candy. You know, it is what it is. I can't really, and to be honest, I don't really want to stop myself, because at the end of the day, I want to have fun also, and I think that's the most important part. Me having fun, I can also share that fun with you. I have a better, like, how to say, better mood, and I think it is very important to have a good mood. At home, I actually try as much as I can to actually control my mood during the day, and to control what I do, so I can actually deliver a good result later on in the evening, like doing workouts, for example, trying to get not to eat right before, and so on and so forth, so I don't get sleepy, and so on. It's an ongoing process that I'm trying to figure out, so I can have constant good performance on stream. Rive Gouche. Okay, Gouche, yes. We do have, so wait, Gouche is left, draw is right. Okay. We got settlers coming up from Pokrofa and Kuloba for the 4th and the 5th, and yes, XP is gonna try to catch up after he lost his city. He's on 22 science and 24 culture, while we do already have T-Tube on 44 and 24. We do have quite a few Scythian Saka horse archers trying to figure out what is going on here and who they can attack. Persia will have the opportunity to go with a second attack against Kuloba, where there are no more Scythian units. The Scythian army has been going against Vimayapura, and the fortifications are taking quite a bit of a beating here. We do have Khmer deploying a horse extremely quickly towards that city center of Vimayapura and chopping as many units out as possible. He did manage to get Magnus inside of Vimayapura, but unfortunately it might be that the Scythian units will envelop the city quite quickly. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough gold or production to get another unit in Vimayapura, so he can put it on the forest over here on the west side, so he can have a chance to counter attack. Now we do need to see also what kind of bonuses he's gonna get on the east side. He's getting another settler here, new campus, that's gonna be a +5, putting down his aqueducts, and I do see him getting another settler from Angkor Thom. This is very surprising, and it feels a bit too greedy to me, but I guess it is he can definitely do it. I would have imagined that he's gonna want to get at least one more unit, not to mention to feel safe. I would probably want to get at least 2 archers and another horse, so I can secure first of all these actually no, 3 horses. You need 3 horses, 1, 2 and 3 horses, and then you need archers behind them, so another like 3 or 4 units over there would have been needed to secure this defense. There is also another thing that is happening here on the western side, since Persia did get the memo that his ally is getting attacked. Scythia is gonna get counterattacked here in the city of Kuloba, and by the looks of it, the Scythian units won't do enough damage against the horses to deter them from taking over the city. Kuloba has stopped building units for some time now, and it was trying to go for a settler, even though he does have a general in there. He doesn't have a horse inside of the city center to get more defense. There we go, he just bought one, so he delays the takeover and makes it a lot harder for the Persian units to go for. There are so many units coming through the choke point over here next to the river that I would imagine Scythia is going to be overwhelmed really quickly because he stopped making units. We do have 2 4 cities here from Persia, and don't see a 5th one yet, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to get as quickly as possible those Corsair technology, so he can upgrade his units to a stronger one. We do need to see also the upgrades of the boats and the pre-builds here from between Mapuche and Portugal. While we do have galleys coming out of the cities of Mapuche, we will need to gather enough gold so he can upgrade them properly. It does seem like Hazaki 75 gold a ton, Xifi on 61 and T-Tube on 16. We do have We do have them making a decent amount of gold, a lot more gold than their opponent. Sambro is on 50, we do have LDK on 37, XP on 0, and Kilaed on 24. Even if they do have amazing trade routes, I do believe Sambro over here did choose to go for an internal, and actually full internals, and unfortunately because of that, they're not making enough gold for what they do need. They have been keeping enough gold though in the bank, so I would imagine they're still gonna get quite a few improvements. We're going to need to see if they're going to be overwhelmed or not. Usually at the caravel timing, you do want to get more pre-builds than anything else, mostly because of the lack of production that you're going to have to replace those boats. Okay, Vimayapura, I think he's dead. To be honest, I think this city is dead. This city looks very dead. That city is dead. Yeah, that city is dead. Scythia, unfortunately, it is what it is. And no horse in Angkor Thom, unfortunately, will allow Scythia to get in. And by the looks of it, the horses are late to close the chokes. Well, it is what it is. Okay, so Persia is gonna get more hits against Scythia. We do have him with enough attack strength to probably take out another one of these horses. I'm pretty sure the Saka horse archers are gonna be two shot to these horses of Scythia, and there is another Persia, Persia, I mean. There are a few more that are coming through the choke points here. And we're also arriving very quickly at the point that we're gonna need to switch the era. We're gonna need to take a look, bounce around the era score here to take a look if they do have era score enough era score for a golden age or not. Looking at England, we do have Kilaed on 27 science and 36 culture, putting down quite a few campuses and trying to get the science from them. He is, I gotta say, very late on this, like compared to Xifi's 81 science and Hazagi's 72 science. He's very late on getting his stats up, and that will probably hurt him, especially if we will have the caravel upgrades. We do need to see if Sambro is gonna manage to get to the caravels, and he's gonna need to trade his boats with his opponent, how those trades are gonna look like. Okay, cartography in 4 turns here from Sambro, 2 turns for Hazagi, while Xifi is gonna get his apprenticeship in the meantime. Also civil service getting discovered from quite a few nations over here, so they can get those military alliances going. And we do have also the harbor still needing to finish here in the Mapuche's territory. I don't know, but I will check right now if they do have admirals. This is gonna be an important part. They're locking the admirals. It's Mapuche that will have the honor of picking this one up, Themistocles, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough production to get another one. He's gonna need quite a few projects if he wants to recruit one of the big ones. England does have 133 points. We got Phoenicia here on 93, Portugal also on 68, and well, Mapuche is still getting those points. Scythia about to lose another city, Cool Oba. By the looks of it, Tdiub is managing to punch through. While we do have a few Aztecian units from the east side, LDK is still trying to get his sim up instead of anything else. He did manage to take out Mogadishu from the north, while I do notice that LDK is on 43 science and 49 culture. We don't have him with a big standing army, but he is starting to get a few horses out, and we do need to see if he is going to get the opportunity to pressure into Khmer or not. My nose started itching again, right on the on the tip. This is so weird. This usually happens to me when I speak a lot. Oh, it is what it is. Anyway, we do have Phoenicia getting a settler to the southwest. I do notice that Portugal did manage to get a lot of pre-builds going, and the same can be said about Mapuche. He's getting a lot of them, one from each city if he can, but he's not one turning them, which is a bit of a bummer. We do need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boats. That's not enough. On the other side, we do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 boats from Portugal. These 9 boys, 10 boys from Mapuche are definitely not enough. He needs another wave at least of boats, and he will probably need to delay discovering cartography, so he still has the ability to build the galleys. If you do discover cartography, you're not going to be allowed by the game to build any more galleys. It's going to be caravels. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they're also gonna get mercenaries, and the Hazak, as you can see, it does have 3 more turns to get mercenaries, so he will get boosted. I assume he doesn't have that many land units, but anyway. Looks like we need to take a look what's going on here. Another city takeover. T-Tube did manage to win the day, while XP is gonna get the settler out. We do need to see if Scythia here is gonna manage to withstand the attacks of Persia, the ongoing attacks of Persia. There are so many units coming against these units of Scythia, and yes, we do not have, unfortunately, that much. Wait, the general. Oh, the general. That's what's missing over here. I was thinking, like, why are these so weak? It's mostly because of the general, the lacking general extra +5. Anyway, I don't see that many units from City are able to withstand the punches over here. That's, I think, a bit of an issue. He's trying to sim behind all of this. He's also feeling that he's behind because he lost 2 cities. You can imagine that is quite hurting for his abilities to do everything he needs with his empire. Also help out his teammates. And we do need to take a look if England is going to manage to get his science up and also enough pre-builds so he can hold the war against his opponent, against Phoenicia and Mapuche at the same time. And we do have him trying to get the science up, but he's not putting any kind of effort into the pre-builds. It is a bit too far away for him to actually, cartography is a bit too far for him to actually make it useful, and we're gonna need to wait and see if he is gonna be given the order from his teammates to get this going. I would assume that they already set up some roles. So for example, Portugal is going to be the one that is going to need to handle the defense on the east and on the west. You can see that's why he's making so many boats, and in the meantime him also starting to connect his trade routes towards his allies is going to give him a lot more gold per turn. We got him on 65 right now. To be honest, he should have been over 100 for some time. We also have him with a few builders that are allowing him to chop more boats out, and as you can see, he's trying exactly that, to get as many pre-builds as possible. Even if they don't have the gold, it is much better to have the boats to upgrade and wait for the gold than actually not have the boats but have the gold. Now we do have Mapuche with quite a few new builds over here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 boats at the moment. Okay, 13 boats, still not enough of the 18. We do have him with Gaius Julius and a level 1 caravel that he will get to flex against his opponent. I think he did also have enough points to recruit another one, but it's yeah, it's locked. They locked them. Mapuche actually locked them. He did not recruit that one, so he locked the admirals. Interesting. Okay, let's actually take a quick pick on the era score. We're still 7 turns out, so the major conflict will be on the coast. Portugal is going to get his cartography next turn. Feudalism coming. Oh. Oh. I think this is that moment where we need to ask, where gold? Yeah, where gold? Where gold? They assign roles. Portugal will fight on 2 fronts and make money, while the rest of the team is responsible for vibing. Yeah, but where gold? If Sambro is not gonna get mercenaries, that's a problem. Yeah, so yeah, I saw feudalism, right? Feudalism is here. It is right before mercenaries. So that's a long time until Portugal gets his mercenaries, and he's gonna be forced to upgrade. Oh man. Oh man. Spending 180 gold a piece. I mean, I totally get it. These nows are gonna be crazy strong, but yeah, they're not gonna be sufficiently big in numbers, numerous in numbers. Anyway, we gotta see what's going on here with Sambro getting more gold. We got less gold actually on the opposing on Bonchance. Hazaki is on 75, Xifi 47, Omega is already losing 11 gold. Titube is on 20, while Xifi is starting to get his boats upgraded. We do need to see if he's also gonna start moving. He does have quite a bit of strength here on his units. Let me see the other ones. Yeah, definitely it's quite strong. We do need to see him slowly slowly move to the west side. In the city-state screen, we didn't actually take a look, but Hansa is being kept by Hazagi. We do have Omega also on Taruga, Xifi on Nalanda. Bologna is not yet chosen by anybody. We got also Jerusalem and Cinguetti for the faith benefits, and I'm pretty sure Khmer is going to be very happy with these two city-states. Brussels is also going to be providing some industrial benefits, while we do have also Samarkand and Venice for the gold. Kabul is going to be the one city-state for military bonuses. It's going to be incredibly important also if you do manage to get it on these boats, so they get the extra promotions going. And we do have also Mapuche started off on his quadrant pre-build, so we do need to see a lot more gold being developed over here on their side, and of course him getting his mercenaries out so he can upgrade these boats with the half cost. We still don't have him discovering cartography next turn for Hazagi, and he should have mercenaries. Yes, he does. Professional army. Oh my, they actually put so much gold into Portugal. Okay, we got the war started over here, and it looks like there will be a few initial victims. And we do need to see a lot more boats coming from Phoenicia, and we'll probably also need to move towards the north to catch these boats defending Coimbra in a pincer movement. We do also notice the moment. Wait. At the moment, they're gonna need to upgrade Mapuche, right? They really need to upgrade Mapuche. Do they have the gold? They should have the gold. Yeah, they should have the gold. It's more than they have, around 400, 500 plus gold. It's fine. Okay. Big question is, do they have resources that they could chop for more gold, like maize style, like crabs over here? Yeah, they do have some. It's very important to get these extremely quickly at these times, so you can actually upgrade what you need and flex against your opponent. Do we have anything from Khmer? No, I don't see new maize tiles over here, or copper tiles, unfortunately. Oh, copper tile here in Vaimayapura, but he needs to buy it. It is what it is. Anyway, more units coming up from Scythia. He made a big line of units towards the southwest, while Persia also deployed quite a few units there. We do have the weakest post, the Saka horse archers, which are gonna be easy shots for these horses of Persia, but he's not pushing yet. Persia did manage to get the second general, so did Scythia. Yeah, XP boosting feudalism. Yes, no mercenaries. Yeah, that's kind of tough. No mercenaries is kind of tough, I gotta say. Whoa. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, boats coming out from Mapuche. I do want to take a look at their damage points. As you can see, Portugal does have these nows with the promotions. They're very strong. These nows, I cannot stress enough, they are very strong. You know, even if he doesn't have gold for enough of them, they are so strong. Okay, got some replacements here. Well, two boats should go down. Let's see this side. Mapuche is not gonna have an easy time here with Portugal. He definitely needs his frigates, but it's gonna be hard to get frigates. Oh well, it is what it is. Kilayat is also getting his cartography. He might actually come with a few of his own caravels to bring the fight to his opponents. We do need to see what kind of golden ages they're also gonna have in the next 4 turns. We're gonna see them switch. We got Kilayat here with 10 points out from getting another golden age. XP is, by the looks of it, going dark. We got LDK on 3 points out. Sambro is also 7 points out from getting his golden age, which is a bit of an issue. I would imagine, first of all, he would have wanted the dark age. A dark age would have basically secured his victory against both of his opponents, but he would have had a hard time to come back after that. Of course, it's better to secure the victory than anything else. We do have Hazagi on the other side, also 4 points out. I would imagine he's gonna get it. Xifi is also 3 points out. He's gonna get it. He's starting to get his harbor shipping projects for more gold and admiral options. We might actually see Khmer buy out the admiral and then allowing everybody else get this going. They can coordinate to get that quickly. Now XP is boosting mercs. Yeah. Looking at the stat screen, XP has suffered a lot because of the loss of 2 cities. He did put down another 2, but he's still having a hard time getting back into the stats. 21 science and 22 culture with minus 10 gold a turn here for XP. Still bouncing his units in the shots against the Persian army, which T-Tube did manage to get 51 science and 28 culture. Only 28 gold a turn with 59 production. Not very big numbers, but still very important. He's getting his commercials down for a little bit more gold, and definitely his full teammates are asking right now for so much gold. We do have Phoenicia retreating his boats to try to get some heals popping off, and by the looks of it he's rearranging them. And we do need to see if Mapuche is gonna be having a success story here. I don't really see him having a success story here, and I guess we're gonna need to wait. Way too many shots to attack into a single now to do the damage. Okay, so 10 points for Kilad. He's getting his galleys, more settlers, 2 more cities on the west side, getting commercials for the gold. We do have him still needing so many points for the golden age. I don't think he's actually going to have a golden age. XP going dark, that's probably going to help him out for an extra +5 on his units. LDK is on 54. That's exactly what he needs to get going, and I do see him trying to get commercial hub investments for these merchants and also the extra gold. The next one is going to give him 100 gold and to gain an envoy. We do need to see if anybody has managed to pick up an extra trade route capacity. Yes, it did. If Fadlan has been recruited by Aztec, while we did have also Zankian recruited by Aztec. An extra 2 trade routes are available for him to use and get more yields out of them. We did also have Hypatia being picked up by Phoenicia. Xifi did manage to get an extra science points and a free library in a district of his choosing, while I do see him getting his terracotta army in Beirut. This is going to be extremely important for an extra promotion point on all of his boats. If he manages to get that, he will have the emblem promotion on all of them, basically equaling out the Portuguese strength. I do notice Phoenicia did manage to get his oligarchic legacy, while the Nows at the moment do benefit from oligarchy, not oligarchic legacy. We do need to see on the west side what's going on. Hazaki has started moving his fleet a little bit closer to the Portuguese boats, and I do see he sees a trader. He might actually go and snatch that. And we do have some boats of Mapuche also fighting a Portuguese galley that came to the coast here. He doesn't really have that many upgrades there, but we might actually see him try to get out of that space to do the damage. Yeah, there we go. 1 galley down, more galleys to follow. No more pre-built capabilities here for the Portuguese boats, because he did discover cartography. He can get quadrims though, so he can actually get some pre-built frigates. Looking at the run score, we do have Hazagi 2 points out from getting his golden age, while in the tech side he did discover monarchy. I don't know if he did discover, because he's in a classical republic and he's getting guilds. Oh no. Oh no. It's here. I don't know if he did or didn't. I guess we're gonna need to see. We're gonna need to wait and see. And we got industrial zones coming out from Ngulumapu for the extra production, and of course his capital city is not actually on the coast. He cannot work that capital to get the boats out. He did try to use it as quickly as possible to get some other stuff going, and he did get his 10th population, put down quite a few farms to get the extra food, and is working on Oracle from the city of Wente Mapu. I do notice Xifi is 1 point off his golden age also, and he has been trying hard to get the next points going. I do not see him actually recruiting anything important here. A scientist, that's an extra point, but sure, it's not what he was craving for. Mapuche is also going to get another merchant. By the looks of it, his Marco Polo is going to come out next turn. He is on 10 points per turn. Very nice for extra trade out capacity. Cithia is on 2 points. Aztec 63 points. Aztec making these projects. He has commercial hub investments coming up from Chempoala for the points towards that Marco Polo great person. We do have also still a big skirmish between Persia and Scythia. They have been trading units for quite some time now, and I do see swordsmen are also coming out out on the battlefield. We're going to need to see if these are going to be a bit more successful against the Persian army. Persia is getting a few pre-builds in archers. I would imagine he's going to want to get exposed to flex against his opponent, and he did not choose to go for more cities. It's not like he has time to do so, especially since XP doesn't have a lot of science. The moment his go-to strategy is to make units and send them towards his opponent to smash his opponents down. Oh my god, 59 science and 70 culture. We do have him on 116 faith at 10 with 141 production, getting his campuses up. Okay, let me see the boats. Let me see the boats. Okay. Oh, I see the wolves are getting into the hen house. The wolves are getting into the hen house. Woo, woo. We got Mapuche getting into the galley line of Portugal. And by the looks of it, we do have quite a few skirmishes going around here. Portugal did manage to upgrade his now and stop the attack at the correct moment in time. While there will be a need for a lot more gold here on Mapuche to finish off building his units, he's getting some privateers to also help him with the range shots. He definitely needs to do the damage against the nows, or I should say he definitely needs to do a lot more damage against the nows. Now we do have him on 94 science with 80 culture, which is a little bit much better, I should say, not a little, much better than Jawa the Third's 81 and 31 culture. We do have Hazagi also with 122 production versus Sambro's 65. I do note that Xifi here also has 117 science with his pen brush and voice golden age. That is an insane amount of science with a pen brush and voice golden age at this moment in time. He just got his frigate, so he is going to have the opportunity to attack into the Portuguese boats pretty soon. And I do notice he's also going to have the ability to take out 2 of these. By the looks of it, we do have Cothons from Ainuk, and I do see new libraries coming out from his other cities, getting intelligence agency from the city of Tyre, and 3 turns out from finishing the Terracotta army in Biruta. We do need to see if Scythia is managing to push back considerably Persia, and by the looks of it, yes, he is. Again, Persia doing the same thing that he did last time. He's retreating his units to a land that he could control, while Scythia does need to move so long until he gets there. We'll have quite a bit of a hard time to replace those units, resupply those units on the front line. Now we do have him getting a few new builders. Looking at the Rascore screen here, Xifi did manage to secure his golden age, Sazaki secured his golden age, Omega secured his golden age, T-Tube secured his golden age. On the other side, Sambro is still 2 points out, and we do have Kila at 5 points away, but XP and LDK did manage to secure their own golden ages. One more turn to go. This is the last turn. Oh no, we're gonna have 2. Well, first of all, I do have to point out that Portugal is probably gonna love this normal age because he's not getting attacked by Mapuche with an extra +5. Second of all, we do need to see what's going to happen here with quite a few boats coming around. The frigates also getting the shots on the Portuguese nows. You can see how Xifi is trying to secure the victory against his opponent and pillaging his opponent's trade routes. By the looks of it, he did manage to acquire quite a bit of gold using that maneuver. We do have also Mapuche repositioning, upgrading more boats, getting his pre-builds ready for the frigates, and the privateers are coming out of his cities. World Congress in 1 turn. What do we have here? Kilad, normal age, XP, normal age, LDK. Wait, is only LDK in a golden? Wow. Ooh, yeah, that's a problem. Kilad on 78 science and 40 culture here, 100 productions though, and he has a big fleet. It's, well, he's gonna need cartography, and he's definitely gonna need to plug in that mercenary, not to mention get so much gold. They do have so many trade routes coming in, but I do have to say it is Phoenicia that might get to feast on all of these trade routes. They are not protected by anything at the moment. Oh, good morning, Hiding Dave. Good morning, sir. Oh my God, getting ready for that tea time or the coffee time? Which is it? Which is it? Did we actually find out who the top 10 players? Yes. I'm gonna put them. So when I do get home, I'm gonna want to do the editing and the details for the videos for YouTube. So you're gonna have the votes in probably Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how much time it takes me to get everything done. But I will get all of the details in the description of the video, so you can see them there. In the meantime, I can tell you that Under the Gun was goal yesterday, and he did manage to win against his opponents. We did have also a myth. on Gran Colombia, and Carver, I believe Carver was a flying toilet. One sec. Digital me. There we go. Yep. Oh, I see the opinion of YouTube is starting to change. LLC is getting a few more points here. Okay, okay, interesting. Okay, come on. We're waiting to see the World Congress finish, and of course we're going to need to see what's going to happen. I don't feel that worried about Persia's ability to withstand Scythia, especially now that he has knights. He's going to get quite a few of them, and he will get to attack into Scythia's units with a lot more strength. You know, we do have Terracotta Army also finishing up next turn for Phoenicia. He did chop it out as quickly as possible, and he's going to get those extra 7 points, or I should say the promotions on each of his units. You can see he already is doing a decent amount of damage against his opponent, and I do notice the nows, not all of the nows that did get the promotions. They do have promotions immediately after you upgrade them, but you do need to select it. He's probably going to want to, Sambro is probably going to want to min-max this, try to benefit a little bit from the fact that he has a free heal. There still are quite a few bows from Mapuche to upgrade, and I do notice Hazaki does benefit from 286 gold. The gold pattern is not that great at the moment on Bon Chance. Hazaki is only on 57, Xifi is 75, Titube on 53, and Omega is, of course, with Khmer losing gold, losing 5 gold a turn, but he is simming and he has the most production in the game. In the production capabilities of the empires, it does seem like Bon Chance is looking better. We're going to need to see if that's the thing. Okay, there we go. We start to see the promotions over here on Xifi's boat. Some of them will do some attack runs, others will get the promotions. Definitely needs to get a lot more boats out, or upgraded. Why does he, like, this frigate, I would, never mind, I would say hit the galley, you know. Oh wow. Okay, he got the promotions, not hit the galley, and he's getting more upgrades. Okay. Okay, what happened in the Congress? We do have Theocracy, okay. Gaining a wildcard policy slot, interesting choice, since I'm pretty sure we only have like Khmer. Zhao the Third also -4 gold. Oh, that's a problem. Montezuma gaining 2 diplo points. So what happened in the gold pattern? Did he suffer that much? No, he didn't suffer that much. It's fine. It's a bigger hit if the Phoenician boss do get in to actually take out the traders, pillage the traders here. And we do have England also with his own caravels right here, and we do need to see if he's going to be successful in doing damage against his opponent. It looks like he's not having them with that much strength. I do see he did manage to recruit an admiral, which does make me wonder if they did open them up. I think so. What do we have here? We've got Montezuma, Themistocles, okay, Artemisia on England, Himerios on Portugal. We do have England also getting Zenki, and Rajendra Kola has been picked up by Phoenicia. He did manage to recruit one for himself, while I don't see Mapuche getting one. Mapuche over here will need to get the project going. I don't think he had enough points. That was the issue, not because of anything else. Mapuche is on 127 points and only 6 per turn. And he needs 305 for the next one. It's the Armada Admiral. It's very, very important. And of course, in the meantime, he's trying to build up more navy, so he can keep up the pressure against Portugal. Even if he doesn't have that much gold, it is very important to flex that military muscle against his opponent. He will also have a much better timing for nationalism. Getting to fleet up his boats is gonna significantly help him out. No, Xifi lost the boat. He had a promotion on the core on the fleet, but he lost it. Unfortunately, he wasn't ready to click on the buttons, and oh, he got taken out by Kilad. We do have him successfully taking out most of the boats of Portugal though on the east side, and it does seem like he is gonna keep on resupplying this front line with new boats, with new blood for the blood gods. We do need to see if England is gonna manage to balance out the difference in strength over here with the new boats that have been upgraded in the majority of the territory of Kilad. He is sending them towards the front line and will need to hit the Phoenician. Oh my god, no. Look at this damage. He just doesn't have the damage. It's like no damage. Like these units of Phoenicia are so strong because of that +7, the intel, the military alliance, all of the bonuses. And of course, yes, he does have an admiral also. It's much easier for him to punch through than it is for Mapuche, for example. We do need to see the privateers getting in quickly enough to start doing the damage against these Portuguese units, while Portugal has been pre-building quite a few quadrims. Now he started upgrading them into frigates. Looking at what's going on here, Khmer is getting his universities out. I do see libraries coming out from quite a few of his cities, and definitely he's going to get a lot more science out of this. We do see LDK did go for a pen brush and voice golden age, and he's the first one over 100 science from LLC. I do notice he's getting a few new builders out, and quite a few of his libraries. Archers are also coming out pre-built for something. Looks like we will need to come back to see exactly where is he sending those units. While Scythia next to him has successfully pushed back the Persian army to its territory, we do have the knights coming out, and they will get another counter-attack going. Better to fight next to your territory, I guess, so you can have faster resupplies. We do have him dragging out all of the Scythian military back to his own lands. Looks like also Sambro is 69 production. Unfortunately, he's bleeding quite a few boats and traders at the same time. We do have Mapuche successfully pillaging up his trade routes going towards England, while he is also gonna get the harbors pillaged over here. I do see there will be some stronger skirmishes happening. In the south, Phoenicia will also need to deal with Gilead. So while we deal with this, let's actually take a look at the other golden ages. Olotaro, 94 science with 83 culture. Hazaki does have Penpash and Voice golden age. We do have Xifi with 156 science, only 28 culture, who chose to go for a free inquiry golden age. He's going to push his advantage into the scientific area, and I would imagine he's going to want to get as quickly as possible to ironclads. We do have Omegaya also with 108 science and 79 culture, chose to go for a second monumentality golden age, so he's using that 152 faith per turn to buy out builders and settlers. We do have T-Tube also 57 and 51, definitely much higher than Tomiris' 42 and 14. Still struggling to get everything he needs, but now it does seem like he has enough units to push back and enough strong units to push back Scythia. It's just a matter of time until he's gonna lash out against his opponent here, which he has been fighting from the beginning of the game. He did manage to take 2 cities away from Scythia, and we do have to see if Scythia is gonna make a comeback here. Intelligence agency finishing up next turn from Phoenicia's Governor Plaza. I would imagine he's gonna want to take care of this Portuguese galley that entered his territory here. These quadrims are gonna need to make quick work of it. I'm pretty sure they can two-shot it. It's just a matter of time. And we do have Portugal. There we go. We got the fleet moving. We got a fleet moving. Another boat goes down. We might actually see a counterattack here from Gilead to flex to trade, but unfortunately if he does trade, he's gonna get smashed. I don't think there is an option for him to trade. He's losing too much strength on the caravels to have the ability to trade. Oh, one admiral got pushed back over there. The boats on the east side, not all of them do have the strength. Over here we do have the Phoenician boats also wrapping around the English upgraded caravels, while they're bleeding gold. We do need to see if they're gonna have enough to withstand what's coming against them. We do have Mapuche with more boats getting upgraded into his territory. He's repositioning towards the north. Will want to clump up together with Phoenicia at some point and keep on pushing towards the Portuguese capital of Lisbon. We do have also Phoenicia managing to win the war in the south, slowly but surely, even if we do have more boats coming up from England and an ability to actually upgrade so many more. He does need the gold, and I do see they do. Oh no, that's actually Xifi. Look how much gold Xifi made. They can upgrade anything they want. They have more than 1,000 gold from the trade routes that got pillaged and the harbors that got pillaged. No more problem. No more problem for him. Xifi, Pog, even with losing the fleet and not, I do have to say, not sleeping. I don't think Xifi slept last night, man. But he was, I've been talking with him quite a bit yesterday, and he was like, man, I haven't been in the finals for like 3 lands now. I want to get into the finals and I want to win the finals. That's his mentality right here. Hello there, Psycho. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Good morning, good morning. How's the land party been so far? Pretty awesome, I gotta say. Got to meet so many new people, got to eat new stuff, got to experiment quite a bit, and also like the whole thing, the whole atmosphere is amazing. It's very, very friendly. Cloxiv, hello there, sir, and welcome. New hair, yes, new hair. Mapuche didn't get the memo that land units don't provide support bonus for boats, or are those pillage land? Whoa, Mapuche, which one? Oh, this one? No, I think they're more like to stop any kind of movement. I'm pretty sure he knows he doesn't get any more support bonus. It's more like to stop any kind of counterattack if Portugal decides to move in and maybe take out some of his pre-builds. That's why he put them right here. We do have Mapuche upgrading so many of these frigates and new caravels from his northern and western cities, and we will need to see where is he going to focus his efforts. He's trying to figure this out. We just managed to snatch a builder away from Portugal with the privateer, and yes, we do have a few more boats that are going to attack from range against the Portuguese boats, managing to go through the points, through the damage. More gold is being acquired from the lands of England, and I do notice we do have Phoenicia fighting quite a bit next to the city of Coimbra.